We're talking about rehab loans today with Matt because, a lot of times with such a low inventory market, we want to open up options for a buyer. So why don't you tell us first what a rehab loan is and like what type of buyer this might work for?
Well, they're getting more and more popular because you just mentioned earlier that the inventory is down 2,000 single family houses, and we should be around 6 or 7
in Rhode Island alone.
Rhode Island
Never mind
alone,
Massachusetts. Yeah, Connecticut's a different.
So the inventory is really low, and a lot of times, the single family house or multifamily or a condo or whatever the situation might be, it might call for a renovation loan for you to even consider it. It's pretty inexpensive out of pocket because you can finance the cost of what it's going to take to get that house up to speed.
Sure.
And you have a variety of options. When we first started doing them, we only had 1 or 2 options.
Yeah.
And now we've gone into like a lot. We got a VA loan.
Yep.
So a VA.
So for veterans.
Yep. They can finance a real big loan amount for the renovation part of it.
Okay.
They first came out was $30,000. Now it's much higher. And then we have FHA, which is a 203K loan. That's the popular one. A lot of
3.5% down.
3.5%. What they're going to take on all of these loans. VA is 100% financing, so you can put You can put a down payment down if you want, but there's not a minimum requirement. But for conventional and FHA, it's if you have a $200,000 purchase price, you have a $100,000 renovation, the down payment comes off of the sum of $300,000.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So, and then you have a conventional home style renovation loan.
Yep.
So depending on the buyer's financial portfolio, their credit report, how much money they have for a down payment, they have some different options depending on what route you want to go.
Is there any stipulations on how much money they're actually able to lend on the repairs?
It does. It goes between loan program. So like FHA, I think it's like 110% of the value of the house.
Oh, you can go 10% over the value?
Yeah, as long as the house is going to appraise. Let's say it's a $100,000 house, just for conversation.
Yeah.
And you want to put $110,000 into it. The house now has to appraise after it's done for 210 or higher. The people that call me are interested in it, and they say, okay, where do we start? Like, you should really look at the neighborhood that you want to live in the area that you want to live in, and find the worst house.
Yes.
And then make it now the best.
That's the best investment.
One of the best.
What is the process of doing this? Like, I'm sure it's not cut and dry and easy. Like, do you have to bring contractors in beforehand?
Yeah, you should really get in touch with your contractor. Like, at the very latest, you should have a contractor that you feel comfortable working with through your inspection period.
Licensed
general contractor, licensed and insured. At the very least, if you know you're dead set on doing a renovation loan, have a contractor while you're looking at houses.
You can't have Tommy the handyman come in and say he's gonna go ahead and pull permits and do. They can't. You can't.
Try to take him to the open house. Try to take him to the private showing. If you're no matter what going to do a renovation loan, have a contractor available just like you have a realtor available, just like you have a loan officer available. And then you get the contractor's bid. It says, okay, in order to change this kitchen out and buy these appliances, change this roof, do the windows, the basement, whatever's got to get done, septic tank, whatever we got to do. They give it to me, and then I add it to the purchase price and calculate the closing costs on how to distribute the funds after the closing.
Yeah.
And then give you your breakdown. And if you're okay with the payment and the out-of-pocket money, we get going on it. And no work gets done until after the closing.